What's up, guys, and Everyday Canadian, and today we're making some beer. Organic beer, Mr. Beer's craft beer kit that we purchased. The thing about beer making is it's legal. It's the same as making wine. We're actually not distilling it. The difference between fermentation and distilling it, you're actually using copper pots, and you're making a higher volume of alcohol. Whereas beer, you're fermentating it, you're cooking it, doing a bunch of different things, and then you can actually drink it right after it's done. You're not making an actual high concentrated alcohol, just like wine, which is like 20%. Beer can be like 5%. So we're gonna unbox this, guys, and we'll get started making some beer. So yeah, you wanna come over here, Sean? So this is the craft beer kit. It makes Canadian blonde ale. Makes 22 servings, which is 2 gallons. So it's pretty cool if you want to get a shot of that. Now you guys can purchase this at TLC. Is it TLC? I always get that store mixed up. For 25 bucks.
TSC?
TSC? TSC. Yeah, so we're going to do an unboxing video for you guys. It actually comes with resealable bottles. Right there. I don't know how, I think it comes with, I forget how many bottles it comes with.
Probably like 6.
No, I think it comes with more. There's 6 right there. Alright, whoops.
I'm breaking it already.
Yeah. So this is our carbonation drops, which makes our beer carbonated. We have Brewer's Max No Rinse Clean. So as you know, germs and bacteria grow inside your beer. So we got to make sure that we sanitize our beer keg, which is inside. I'll get ready to show you guys. So you always want to clean everything you use when you're about to make some alcohol. So, and yeah, of course right here is our caps for our beer, resealable. This is our spout, where we can actually, the nozzle where we can fill up our bottles individually. So that's great to have. Showed you guys the carbonation pucks to get our beer carbonated. Right here is our hop malt extract. So that'll be your flavoring. And right here is our keg that we're gonna let sit for about 3 weeks to a month. And inside there are more bottles. It's stuffed right in there. I don't know if you guys can see it that good, but yeah, right inside here, more bottles. Yeah, this is 2 gallons, so 22 servings, which is almost a full case of beer. There's that, and then this is our, pretty sure that's our yeast. It's our booster. Is designed to increase alcohol content in body without the dry cider taste. So yeah. That's pretty cool. But anyways, it comes with instructions, so that's the good news. So we'll clean all this up, we'll get ready, and we'll start doing the steps, guys. So we'll pick this back up on step 1. Alright guys, see you soon. Alright guys, so step 1, assemble the spigot. Which is basically to pour out. Alright guys, so next step is cleaning. Fill up the container halfway up to line 1, and then add your cleaning solution. Alright guys, while Sean is filling the keg up with water, you're going to use half this stuff and clean the keg, while the other half is for bottles. So we'll get to that step. So 1 teaspoon is basically half the pack, and then we'll use the other half for the bottles. So we'll pick this back up. Alright guys, so we got our cleaning solution in there. What you want to do next is put your lid on. Make sure it's tight. And you just want to give it a good shake, because right now we're just sanitizing our keg. It's going to leak a little bit, that's fine. So we'll do this for about 2 minutes and we'll pick this back up. Alright guys. Alright guys, now that it's clean, we still have one more thing to clean, and that's the spigot. So we're just going to let that run for about 10-20 seconds, and we'll pick this back up. Alright guys, now that's sat and disinfected, it's time to drain out the excess water. Alright guys, it says to add 3 cups of water to your pot. So that's 1. 2. Let's go to the next step, guys. All right, Sean, come over here. This is our Brewing Max Booster. It's going to bring up the level of alcohol content inside it once the yeast and all that activates. So we're going to add all that to our 3 cups of water. We're going to put it at maybe a medium heat just to get it dissolved. We're just going to stir this.
Looks like sugar.
Yeah, it probably is sugar. When I smelt it, it didn't have a smell. So we got to make sure this is all dissolved. Come take a last look at it. I know there's not a lot of water in it right now, but we'll get to that. Alright guys, so all of our ingredients are dissolved. We're going to add our, what is it, our barley mix? Hops barley mix.
Barley mix extract.
And this stuff's like molasses, so 1 shot before it goes in. You see that really good, guys?
Looks like caramel.
So let's do this. Pour all that in.
Here. Here.
Oh, thank you. Tasha is helping. We're going to use one of these Betty Crocker spatula thing.
Pastry spatula.
Yeah, man, we want to get all that stuff in there. Sorry if you can't see that good, guys. I'm just trying
flavor.
This is actually the blonde ale it's going to be. We want to get all that in. We'll mix this up a little bit, guys, and then we'll pick this back up.
Want it, Foley?
Alright, guys, so once we disinfected this keg, you're going to fill it up with ice cold water up to line 1. Our mixture on the stove is going to bring us up to line 2. So let's go have a look at it. Tasha's just whisking that, getting it nice and foamy. And then we'll pick this back up. And it actually smells like
tomato soup.
Tomato soup, SpaghettiOs. It's not really too bad of a smell.
It's starting to smell like cereal.
Alright guys, so now we're adding the beer mixture to our water. And if it isn't quite up to line 2, we can add some more cold water, and this is going to make the water warm, and then we're going to add the yeast extract.
Line 2
Do we mix
is right
it
there.
a little? Do we mix it a little?
You can mix it up a little bit for her.
You're going to need a couple more cups of water.
So we're going to add a couple more cups of water, but first we're going to add our yeast. I need a little knife right here. So this is our package of yeast.
I'll get the water.
Brewer's yeast. Just sprinkle it on top.
And this is going to start the fermentation process. And do you have the spatula, Tasha?
There you go.
And Tasha's going to pass me this. We're going to mix it up so the yeast evenly fermentates.
I got the water.
Tasha's going to add more water because we need
Watch
to get
that
the
line.
line too.
What line?
Right there. So keep going.
Cold water?
Yeah.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. And that'll actually bring us right till exactly line 2. We want to leave a little bit of a gap. We don't want to fill it all the way up because we need actually a little bit of oxygen inside so it oxidizes inside the keg. It's not going to build up a lot of pressure. So we'll put that lid back on. We'll let this sit for 3 weeks to a month. And then we'll move to bottling next, guys. So stick around. I'll see you guys in 3 weeks. So let's store this in a dark environment because that's going to activate the yeast. And then we'll be good to go. We'll start bottling it. And then we'll throw in our carbonation box. And we'll go from there. See you guys soon. What's up, guys, and Everyday Canadian? It's been 8 days since our last update on the beer. takes about 3 weeks to a month process to do this, so it's going to take us just about a month to make this video. So our next step is basically bottling our beer. So if you look right here, we got our bottles ready. Keg, we already did a sample of it. It tastes perfect. I'll show you guys. So first thing you want to do is when you have bottles or whatever, you want to sanitize the bottles to create any bacteria or mold growing inside your bottles there. So we got some lukewarm water, and if you guys remember in the video, the cleaning solution. So we got our cleaning solution. We're going to do this all step by steps just to show you guys that, you know, we're taking it very serious, because if you do this wrong, you could end up sick. It does happen a lot. So we're following the instructions right. We're going to do this right. We're going to do the whole works for you guys. So just dump your the rest of your cleaning solution inside a thing of warm water. Doesn't matter the size really, because we're only putting a little bit in our bottles. We're going to shake it all up. And yeah, so we'll grab a spoon. Just give it a stir. You want to make sure it's thoroughly dissolved inside here, which it dissolves instantly. So we're going to do every single bottle just normally. Just a little bit. You don't have to do fill it right up. So we're going to do every bottle right here, and then we'll pick this back up, guys. See you soon. Alright guys, so we have 11 bottles. Next step is to pour 2 tablespoons of sugar in every single bottle. We actually went ahead and did that, so grab some sugar, 2 tablespoons per bottle. We had to do that, what, 22 times?
Yep.
Or 11 times and then 22. So yeah. So there's sugar inside here, 2 tablespoons. So next step is pouring. Alright guys, so 22 servings. This makes 22 servings, 11 bottles. It should fill every bottle. So when you fill this, you just want to leave about an inch gap in between to let a little bit of oxygen through. So let's fill. Alright, there's 1 bottle. We'll pick this back up when we do the rest. Alright guys, our bottles are filled. We left about an inch gap in between for the oxygen to just bubble, have the last bit of fermentation. We got about 2 weeks left till this is finished. So next you want to do is add our carbonation drops. So we're going to add 2 drops or 2 pucks to each bottle. Should be about 22 in here, so 11 and 11 is 22. So yeah, we'll pick this back up when we do every single one. Alright guys, so Mr. Beer gave us these labels, so we're just labeling the bottles right now. There we go. So don't worry about shaking the bottles. The carbonation pucks will do their thing. So what we're going to do right now is keep them in a dark spot for about 2 weeks. That should bring us to October 1st, where we actually get to drink these. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So take care. Alright guys, so it's been 1 month since we started this beer kit. It's homemade beer. You guys can do it yourself. We picked this up at TSC for 25 bucks. Makes up 2 gallons, 11 or 12 big bottles. So this is the Canadian Blonde beer. I wanted to do a review for you guys and all that and test it out. So we made it up. It's finally done. We can try it. It's been in the fridge cooling. So we're going to do a couple tests before we get started. And those couple tests are, you know, the smell, the bottle carbonation test, which is basically we got to hear that hissing sound as soon as we open it. That means it's a good carbonation. Color, so it's Canadian Blonde, so it's going to be like a yellowy gold color, which we want. So we'll get started. And it's Mr. Beer, so yeah. So our first test, we're just going to grab a bottle and do a little like upside down test. And what we want right now is carbonation bubbles. So that's test 1. which looks to be good. So that passed. The next test is, well, we can do this as a test. Looks pretty clear, looks really good. So if you guys come a little bit closer, we're going to crack this open and we should hear a hissing sound. Sounds good, eh? And look at that. Look at that, all the bubbles coming right up right now. Sounds really good. So we're going to open this up. It's got a nice,
Nice
foam
head.
on it. Yeah. So next test is smell. Oh my god. Smells just like beer. Exactly like beer. Now, if you guys are beer drinkers, which I'm sure some of you guys are, beer has kind of like a bread yeast smell to it. So that's a good sign that we have great carbonation, great color, great consistency, because you can tell already the foam on the top is a perfect sign that everything's done right. Because if you do this wrong, you can make yourself very sick. We don't want that. So let's do the pour test. So like I said, it's going to have like a golden, foamy color to it. So let's do this. We want to make sure we're pouring this right. Oh yeah, what do you think about that?
That's nice.
That is a nice color. It's got like a little bit of an amber in it. That'll probably take a few seconds to
A lot of
clear
foam.
up. A lot of foam, but that's okay. That's okay. It will clear up. So this should roughly make alcohol percentage. It should be about 5 to 6, maybe 7% alcohol. So, which is great because, you know, in Canada, you know, it's the way it is. So we're gonna do just a little bit of the test. So if you guys want to get a nice color up to there, it's like a golden amber color, which is perfect. That's what we want. And as you guys can see, it's still carbonating, still bubbling, nice and cold. So I do want to try this for you guys. I don't want it to be a long video, as it did take a month to make this video. So we're just going to give it a little stir. Another smell. Smells exactly like beer. Sorry. Very nice. Very nice. So let's do a taste test. That is very nice. Almost like, it's almost kind of like, honestly, to be straight up, almost like a little bit of a maple, almost, I can taste. But it's got a very nice taste to it. So that is our Canadian Ale, Canadian Blonde Beer. Very nice. As you guys can see, it turned out amazing. And it does have a very nice flavor. Very nice flavor. I like that.
Strong beer taste.
It's got like a strong, what is that? Not like molasses, but it's like a dark almost. And a little hint, like an aftertaste of coffee. Yeah, that's what I get. So that's a really nice beer. That is very tasty. Highly recommended. You know, you guys go out and try this. Make sure you guys drink responsibly, please. You know, be safe out there. Whew, that is nice. This is something I could sip on, definitely. But that is a really nice beer, a really nice taste. Ugh. I like that. That is really good, man. So if you guys love this video, it took a month to make, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe for more videos like this. Follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter. This and Everyday Canadian. I'm going to finish this bottle, and I'll see you guys again.